Yo, what is going on, guys? How are you all doing? Welcome back to another amazing video on the channel. And guys, today we have a really special video for you guys. I'm gonna be giving you some tips and tricks for Frank. And guys, Frank is my absolutely favorite brawler to play inside of all of Brawl Stars. And guys, the thing with Frank is his super is really dangerous as it can stun you people for a while, but then it can be knocked back by many other supers such as Shelly super and Daryl super. So that's why Frank's super can be countered easily, and also because of the delay he has in his attack. But guys, that's okay. I'm gonna be giving you some of my pro tips and tricks for Frank inside of today's video. And guys, just a reminder, if you're new on the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for more quality content on the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and comment down below on which brawler you'd like to see more tips and tricks next. So guys, without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, the star power I would recommend you for playing Frank is the Sponge star power. It gives him additional 1100 health, and it gives him a total of 10,060 health, making him the most tankiest brawler in the game. But guys, I would recommend you to use his power grab star power if you're playing in some maps such as Penalty Kick and Pinball Dreams, because in my opinion, those maps are just so good for Frank's star power, which gives him extra 50% damage after he's defeated an enemy. And guys, the best game mode for Frank is easily Brawl Ball, as he can score goals and have a lot of damage. So guys, let's jump into some pro tips and tricks. I'll be showing you some videos and some games that I have played. So guys, let's jump into the first game. Alright guys, so they had a BB, Poco, and a Nita. Guys, I'll just follow myself so I can show you the tips and tricks. So guys, what I'm trying to do is, first of all with Frank, you have to charge up your super as quick as possible, because he has one of the deadliest supers in the game. Guys, you should always also use your 10k health to perfection. You can easily tank so many shots, but the main thing you should do with Frank is stay alive and keep killing enemies until your team comes and actually scores. So yes, you heard that right. I don't recommend you to carry the ball that often with Frank unless you have your super and there's a wall next to you, so that you can straight away bounce the ball and super break the wall to get a stun and score the goal. That is the only time I recommend you to actually be aggressive with Frank while having the ball, because otherwise, if you have the ball, you cannot deal damage. You cannot deal damage if you have the ball, and Frank can deal a lot of damage. So guys, that's how I score right here. So you should always try and lose possession of the ball as soon as possible, unless of course guys, in some situations where you can't. And guys, Frank has one of the fastest reload speeds in the game. He actually has by far the fastest speed, tied with El Primo. So you should always keep chaining your shots as quickly as you can if you're sure that it'll hit them. Guys, you can see here I'm still hitting even though some shots are being missed. That is because to prevent the BB from actually getting the ball. And guys, here I use my super, I stun the BB. And guys, one more thing you should do is you should try your best to try and super the brawlers with who have a lot of health. By a lot of health, I do not mean other Frank, El Primos, and Rosas. I mean some brawlers like Bo, by which you can 3-shot, so that if you stun them and you kill them 1v1, you can get your super back easily. So guys, you can see here, I stun that Bo, and then when I kill him, I can get my super back really easily, as Frank's super takes only 3 hits to come back. And guys, here I get a triple stun, but the B's honeycode actually saves her, and our B manages to score there. And guys, some other things Frank is really not played that much for is because of his delay in attack. So guys, Frank has decent amount of range, but the attack delay he has, which is he has to stop while attacking, is a reason why many people struggle to play Frank, etc. etc. So guys, one of my opinion is always try and aim your attacks so that you rarely miss some attacks. And guys, another tip is always aim your super as well. So guys, there I go down, but then I managed to deal a lot of distraction for the B, because the B they have is the brawler who can deal a lot of consistent damage because of the supercharged shot she has. So I basically, what I was trying to do is I was using my 10k health to waste that B's time and not try to attack our Rosa and B who actually had the ball. So like that, the B is not concentrating on them and they have enough time to score because the BB was down. So guys, other opinions I have is sometimes if you have his gadget is one of the best gadgets in the game as it covers up his biggest weakness, which is like some brawlers who can knock back his super, such as Shelly and BB with her knockback, and Bo super, Daryl super, etc. etc. So guys, his gadget is a really good gadget. And guys, let's jump into another game. I might have lost this game, but that's okay, guys. And guys, one more thing is Frank can be an absolute beast while you're playing. He can be really aggressive. But one thing is, guys, if the enemy team has brawlers who can easily counter you, I don't suggest you to be aggressive. So over here, guys, you might think that I actually missed my super. Yeah, you may be right. But my main intention there was to get rid of the grass, because guys, for example, some brawlers hide in the grass when Frank has his super, because the Frank might not know which part of the grass they're actually in. So I was trying to get rid of the grass and hope I could also get the coal as a bonus. And guys, one more thing you should always do is try and get rid of the enemy wall. So guys, there I actually missed my stun there, but it's okay, guys. Another thing is, you should, even if you miss your stun, you should not think, oh, I missed my stun, and then like, you should keep with a good motivation ahead in the game. So guys, here Z-Swan actually manages to score, but that's alright. Yeah guys, so I stunned the Primo here. The thing with Primo is he has a lot of health, so, and here guys, I was about to get a really good stun on the Daryl, but maybe it's a misunderstanding between the me and BB, because BB actually knocks the enemy back when I was trying to super them, and here they actually are in a really good position of scoring, but good defense by us over there. And guys, now I'm going to be telling you some brawlers who, in my opinion, counter Frank really easily. So guys, El Primo easily makes the list just because of how quickly El Primo can get his super. And now guys, one more thing which is a bit annoying about El Primo is, even if you're using Frank's gadget, El Primo can still use his gadget on you and it will have an effect. So that's a bit unfortunate, guys. And wait, let me reject them and put do not disturb because I'm recording. So guys, that's a bit unfortunate, and a few more brawlers who are really good counters to Frank can be Shelly, Terra, and a Daryl, because if a Daryl is close to you, he can deal so much damage, and Frank needs a lot of time to land his shots. Other brawlers who are really good counters to Frank are Mortis, because it is really hard to hit Mortis, as Mortis can dodge your shot. Professional tips and tricks which I have. So guys, now I'm gonna implement those. They have a B, a Jean, and a Gale, and we have an M and a Mortis. So this is kind of okay for us. B is also a really good counter to Frank right now. So I'm actually gonna hold on to my super, because I can break these walls and also get a stun, which makes me get one extra hit on the Gale. So I have to get only 2 hits now to get my super back. And guys, if you're using Frank with a planned team comp inside of Brawl Ball, the brawlers I would recommend you to be playing with as your partners are gonna be a Poco, obviously, as Poco can heal you and have your back, and it can be a Ems or a Daryl, because a Daryl can do a lot of consistent damage. So because Frank and Poco might not be that good in defending goals because of the Frank's delay and Poco's lack of DPS, Daryl can really come in hand. And guys, also try always supering when you're in a bush. So guys, here my intention was to get to clear off those enemy walls because of how annoying these walls can be. So guys, I'm gonna do a good thing. I'm gonna lose possession of the ball, which is a really smart play, as now I can finally attack and super and do so much. So a really good play by the Ems, managing to take the Gale down. I'm gonna pass the ball over to the Mortis. So I actually can't do much right now. I'm gonna try and if I can get some shots, if I can tank a little bit. So I'm trying to tank for my teammates right here, and I'm thinking the Ems can get them. But a good play by the Gene, and now our Gale and Mortis are 1v1. Guys, I have all 3 gadgets. So another good thing about Frank is save up your super, guys. He has one of the best supers in the game. Save it up. So guys, getting the Gene here is going to be a bonus as I get rid of the grass and I also get the Gene. So guys, why I tell you to get rid of the grass as Frank is just simply because of why other brawlers can easily dodge Frank's super if they're in the grass, because Frank doesn't know where they are unless the grass is really small and all that. And guys, you should also try using walls for your advantage. And guys, now I can actually take possession of the ball because I'm the only one alive and I cannot pass it to them. So what I'm trying to do is okay, I actually go down. I was trying to get rid of the Gale, making it easier interactions. Guys, they might actually... It's okay, we have actually played really well. So guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below which brawlers, tips and tricks you'd like to see next. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, hit that like button for more quality content. And guys, I'll see you next time. Peace!